Hi, my name is Chris and this is Battle Nonsense. The topic of this video are the netcode changes that will be part of the Battlefield 4 summer patch. So first and foremost, the patch will include the fixes and enhancements that were too late to be included in the spring patch. This means that even at a tick rate of 30 Hz, the delay between the players has been reduced. Damage is now sent at the same rate as your frame rate. The issue where you get two impact effects for one single hit is fixed, as well as the collecting of damage issue where you receive the damage of multiple hits in just one update, like one massive super bullet that deals more damage than the weapon is capable of, also does no longer happen. So these are the fixes that will improve the situation when playing Battlefield 4 online. Sadly, there is still no info on more server locations, which Battlefield 4 as well as Hardline would really need, as this is how the issue with the high ping out of region players can be fixed. Promising news dropped for a numerical ping value display on the console, as DICE is currently trying to hire a new user interface engineer, who could then work on things like the teamwork initiative as well as the numerical ping value display on the console. Here I want to highlight the game Rocket League, which is a very good example of how you do it right on the console. It shows the numerical ping value for all players, and in addition to that, they also show you the signal strength icon that we have in Battlefield 4. But unlike the useless one in Battlefield 4, it uses colors to tell the player if his ping is good or bad, and they link the colors to reasonable ping ranges, so that when you get a ping of more than 100 milliseconds, then you only get 3 of 5 bars and it's displayed in orange. While in Battlefield 4 you would see 4 of 5 bars for up to 199 milliseconds, which makes no sense at all unless you play chess online. So as soon as DICE finally gets one UI engineer, we should hopefully see changes and improvements made very soon. But let's move on again with the netcode changes that will be part of the summer patch. On my channel I have already showed you what kind of impact the tick rates higher than 30 have on the delays and the gameplay. But what we did not know was how and when DICE would bring the High Tickrate server support over to the retail version of Battlefield 4. On Reddit, the CT producer David Sirland now shared his master plan. Step 1 is to include all the changes into the summer patch which are required to have the retail game support tick rates higher than 30. This does not only mean the networking part of the game, but also all the work that has been done to fix those parts of the game that would break when you increase the simulation rate above 30, as some functions were hard-coded to that value. So once the summer patch hits retail, DICE will start to test the higher tick rates on the live servers in collaboration with the RSPs, or rental server providers like i3D and all the others, in order to find out what kind of tick rates their currently used server hardware is able to support. Then sometime after the summer patch has been released, the game server providers will start to offer high tick rate servers on the PC and on the PC only. How much the higher tick rates will cost or how they will be offered to admins who already own a server, as well as how you can change the tick rate of your own server, are details that the game server providers have to work out during that time after the summer patch release, where they will then test what they can provide with the current hardware. So the default tick rate on all platforms will stay at 30 Hz even after the summer patch. Higher tick rates are an extra on PC and on PC only. Once that first major step has been accomplished, DICE will begin to test tick rates higher than 30 in the Xbox One CTE during controlled playtests, which will obviously take place after the summer patch release and maybe at the same time as Dragon Valley becomes available in the Xbox One CTE. Based on that data from the high tick rate retail servers on PC after the summer patch, as well as the data from the high tick rate Xbox One CTE tests, DICE will begin to look into increasing the default tick rate of the retail game on PC, Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 beyond 30 Hz in one of the later releases. David Sirland said on Reddit that he has high hopes for something like 45 Hz or maybe even 55 Hz on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. On the PC, the maximum default tick rate will be decided by the servers, but it should be possible to increase the default tick rate of the game just as much as on console. But before you get overly excited, you have to be aware that there is no guarantee that this will actually happen, as the developers first have to heavily optimize the game server code. David said that they can potentially shave off a 2-digit percentage value from the server load, which then can be used to increase the default simulation rate without requiring more powerful hardware. But we are not at that point yet. So that is the current plan that Diceley has for the simulation or tick rate in Battlefield 4. And as I said, there's no guarantee that it will actually be done exactly like that. If they encounter issues or even big showstopper problems along the way, then this can significantly delay the process or even kill the whole high default tick rate effort, at least for Battlefield 4. So how can we help the developers? It's actually very easy to provide them with the data they need. All you have to do is participate in their playtests. The data that the developers gather from these playtests will not only help them, but also the game server providers to figure out how they can provide their high tick rate servers after the summer patch has been released. So if you want to speed up the process, then just follow David Sirland on Twitter, where these playtests will be announced. The link is in the description. Okay guys, that's all for today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then give it a like, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have a nice day and take care. My name is Chris and this was Battle Nonsense.